I don't gatekeep any of my trainings. Why? Because I hope two things. One, if someone from another company watches my trainings that I do, two things will happen. One, they'll either get better and they'll live a better life with their own, in their own company, or they'll go, I like the way they do that. Maybe I go work there.
Hi, everybody. Grady Polcyn. Welcome to the America Agency.
When I'm talking to someone, I'm going to talk about free training, right? Many companies out there, John, will charge you to come to their Tuesday night training, their Saturday morning training, their required monthly meeting at $100, and then their annual convention will be 1,000 or more. We got free training. We have a base shop builders call on Monday. We have a high level SRS call on Thursdays. Our corporate office puts out all kinds of content, and whatever leadership team you're a part of does top tier training. On top of that, we have a decade of resources, right? The words haven't changed much, right? Human intuition is I love my family, I want to protect them. I often talk about leads are people who love their family so much. They filled out a form online and sent it in. They called a phone number or they filled out a card and mailed it in, right? They love their family so much they're waiting for a stranger to call them and learn how to protect them, right? So in this business model, right, a lot of our training has just been new evolution of the same sort of words and concepts, but we have it all, right? Sean often talked early on in our career about why we have our training on YouTube and we don't gatekeep it all, right? I don't gatekeep any of my trainings. Why? Because I hope two things. One, if someone from another company watches my trainings that I do, two things will happen. One, they'll either get better and they'll live a better life with their own, in their own company, or they'll go, I like the way they do that. Maybe I go work there and I recruit them, right? And that's the philosophy. So Sean's philosophy was always that. And many of us have, Andrew, Zach, a lot of the top leadership puts out our stuff because we hope two things. Either they're going to get better in life and I've paid it forward in some capacity. That was a great movie. Then in some capacity, or they go, I like the way he does things. Maybe I'll reach out to him, see if there's any more room on the team. That's a great idea. So we give our stuff away, right? Free training. Most companies charge it. Most companies turn agents into profit centers, right? Raise your hand if you've hired an agent and they've quit, or drop a 4 in the chat below if you've hired an agent and they've quit, right? I agree. Do you know that most companies don't care if the agents quit because they charge them to join, they charge them for class, they charge them monthly dues, they make them buy a policy on themselves before they even get started so that the upline earns a commission. They do a lot of things to maximize profits. And as a businessman, I respect the hustle, but I disrespect the way they do it. And I sleep great at night knowing I'm not grabbing as much cash as possible on the micro level of like, $100 to join, $200 to join, $400 for the coursework, $59 of monthly dues, $1,000 for any training. Like there's companies that just do it like crazy. They will blank and pillage as much money as they can out of the agents that just want to learn what we give away for free. And we get away for free. And why am I okay with that? Because I'd want no one to look back and go, that mother trucker did me wrong, right? I go, this is you. I'm going to give you everything I got for free. You got to decide, are you going to dial the phone and go protect families to make money for your own? It is not on me. It is not on Jackson. It is not on Juan. It is not on Mo. It is not on Mike. It is not on Adam, Jose, Spencer, David. It's not on any of you. It is not your job to make someone successful. It is only your job to work your butt off and be a great example for them and lay a path that they can follow. Your job is to be a trailblazer. Your job is to be someone that they can emulate. That's what we're trying to do here. We're trying to be examples for others. So they go, I'm terrified of leaving my job. I'm terrified of buying leads. I'm terrified of down the phone. But if Al can do it, if Curtis can do it, and they're going to help me and just be an example on live dials, then I'll do it too. So free training. Leads, we have access to people that we can sell. So these are the things I'm talking about. Free training, leads, top comp, vested renewals, no fees and bonuses. That's what I'm going to talk about with a recruit, right? So free training, leads. We've got access to 500,000 people right now into our Integrity Lead Center. We can access, the leads are from anywhere from $1 all the way to $30 based on type. I never say quality, I say type, because they're different types, right? And so that's a great different way for you to get going. But what we generally see is, and this is asterisks, right? Based on skill set, based on results, based on effort, right? But if you put in the effort, if you dial the phone and make a concerted effort to grow your skills, right? That's what matters here are your skills of having conversations, reading the script, dialoguing it, right? Crystal Bolger always often taught me, he goes, I make an agent listen to 10 different presentations before they can start dialing. Another agent say they're going to read it 80 times in the mirror, before they get going. Why? Because then you know it. It comes out of you. It's like in your pores, right? You're not guessing your way through the first calls, right? You want to go make 10,000 a week, 30,000 a month, a couple 100,000 a year. Treat this like that. Treat this like the job and business that would be deserving of that level of effort. Any job you've ever had, are they going to pay you that level of money if you just fluff your way through it? Heck no, they're not. So free training, leads, top compensation. We pay the top compensation in the industry. There's no higher. And on top of that, you can earn bonuses from the corporate office. You can earn free trips from the corporate office. On top of that, you can earn bonuses from the carriers, cash bonuses, and free trips from the carriers. We've got all kinds of additional things that can pay you for the effort that you're putting into this business. And then renewals, right? I heard an agent early on, she's like, I'm going to get 10,000 clients because once I have 10,000 clients, the renewals off that, I can live for years. And I was like, that's a great philosophy. I have a few thousand clients. I never got to 10,000. I started focusing on building. I started working more on my passive income than my active income. But she was like, it was kind of a combination of both, right? But vest renewals, a lot of companies out there, a lot of 3 acronym companies make you wait 5 years to get half your renewals or 10 years to vest all your renewals. Here, you get your renewals at day 1, vested day 1. That doesn't happen. And then no fees, right? So from a no fee standpoint, like we talked about, agents, like other companies are doing their absolute best to squeeze as much money out of the agent as possible. And from a business, I understand it from a business concept. I just love that we don't do it here. And at some point, part of me goes, want more skin in the game. But if it's my time and I ask an agent, okay, the next step is let's get you into class or contracting. The next step is let's get you into class or contracting. And him and ha and him, or I'm going to do this. I'm like, okay, we'll just reach back out when you're ready to get going. Or perfect. Well, what's the next step, right? You should be able to tell by now when you're having conversations with people, what is their motive? Are they a doer? Are they a make it a happener? Or are they an excuse maker? And I understand excuse makers, right? I had a bunch of them. Until I said I had a bunch of little kids, and I was like, you can't make any more excuses because food's expensive. So you got to start making it happen. And so that's where I would focus, is to have those conversations. Now, what are you going to say to people? And I reflect on early in my career, I was having these very long, lengthy conversations with recruits. Now, where are you finding recruits, right? You can post ads. You can talk to friends, family, work associates, say, hey, my company's currently hiring. We've got a surplus of warm, interested leads. We need people that'll help service them. Do you know anyone that's interested in making a little additional money? Do you know anybody that's making a little additional money servicing some clients? My company has a surplus of leads, and we're looking for some sales reps to help service them into the holidays. My company has too many requests right now coming in for insurance. Do you know anybody that's looking to make some additional money in 2026? Do you know anybody that's looking to get into a part-time sales job? These are simple conversations you can have. These are simple posts you can make. If you're working the DM game on social, that's a great angle to work as well. All different avenues, but your job is to start conversations with people that you think answer the 2 questions. Do you believe they'll be here in 5 years, or do you want to talk to them again? Now, if you're on social, everyone's got their best face out there. But at the same standpoint, like some of my best recruits came from people that I knew in the past, right? Are you someone who has a track record of knowing people that are good caliber people? And there's a few different directions you can go. I was fortunate that I suffered so long in different businesses making no money that I knew a bunch of people that had made no money but had ambition. What path or what past do you have that puts you in a place where you can have conversations and reach out to other people? That's a great way to think about this. So, but if I'm talking to people, and early in my career, I would talk for so long up to the recruit, right? Drop a 5 if you are a long talker when you're trying to recruit somebody. And be honest, because I'm a long talker too. And what I had to learn, and this is a thank you to Andrew, thank you to Sean, that my initial recruiting calls, it kind of went like this. I started making good money, issuing 30, 40 a month, and I'm having these conversations with people, I'm recruiting people, I'm talking to people all the time. And I get to the point where I'm like, this is nonsense. Everybody that I'm trying to recruit doesn't get started. Everybody that I'm trying to get started doesn't move forward. And I'm just exhausted from this recruiting thing. Andrew, why do I want to recruit if I can make so much money just selling? And he goes, let me get Sean on the phone. 3 ways in, Sean. We have this conversation. I say the same thing. And he goes, how long are your conversations? And I go, 35, 30, 35, 40 minutes. He's like, why? And I go, well, I'm getting to know them. I'm building rapport. I'm asking about where they went to high school, what their wife does, what their kids do, what their goals are, where they want to take their spouse on a trip. He's like, Grady, you don't need to have these long conversations. Well, you're not gonna be the deciding factor whether or not they're gonna do something here. Your job is to answer some initial questions, explain the opportunity, and challenge them to move forward.
Hey there. Hope you're enjoying the training. We came out with this insurance sales guide just recently, over 100 pages of insight to the business from leads, mindset, product knowledge, how to cover every objection, how to get referrals, scripts presentation. Huge resource. We just want to help people out there in the industry. If you're looking for some more tips and tools, click that link below. We'll send it out to you free.
A non-licensed conversation should be 5 to 7 minutes, and a licensed conversation should be 7 to 12 minutes. And I was like, what? He's like, that's it. Have more faster conversations. And then he goes to Andrew. He goes, Andrew, over your career, how many people have you recruited? And I'm listening, and Andrew goes, and this is a few years ago. Andrew goes, thousands. Thousands. And so at this point in my career, I go, I'm not trying to sell people to work with me. I'm trying to be a good example, show them our benefits we have here, free training, leads, top comp renewals, no fees bonus, and decide or not whether they want to move forward. Is this something that sounds like something you want to be a part of? I'm not trying to sell them on it. If I'm a good example, it means hey man, I made 900 bucks this morning. I made 7 grand this week. I made 23,000 last month. If I'm a good example, people are going to want to work with me, right? If you're a good example, Jamie, people are going to want to work with you. Chris, people are going to want to work with you. Letitia, people are going to want to work with you, right? Be a great example and people will want to work with you. Callie, people want to work with you. Be a great example. You make it like there's millions of people out there that are looking for what we have to offer.